SEMA 2010 is about speed and performance and amazing colors and amazing vehicles. However, we live in an environmentally sensitive age, and low VOC regulations require special paints to stay in compliance if you're a Canadian body shop. We're walking past a wall of interesting colors. The question is, can you shoot these colors and stay in compliance? I'm speaking with David Kidd, Business Development Manager for Sherwin-Williams Planet Color.
How you doing?
I've just walked past possibly 100, 200 colors.
Actually, we've got 310 colors that we've created. I don't know if we have all 300 on this wall, but we have 310 colors that we formulated with Planet Color. And the interesting thing is, all of these colors are all solvent-borne as well as waterborne. So there are low VOC compliant products at this time. The neat thing about it is with these waterbornes, we've got a new mid-coat. So like on this color here, you've got an orange base, but then you've got a mid-coat over top. So we've created a new base coat or new mid-coat in waterborne to be able to do that as well. We also have waterborne candies, which are absolutely fantastic. So you see these candy colors here. We're the first in the world to come out with the waterborne candies. We've got 7 different candy dyes, and those break into any type of, those break in additional colors by mixing them accordingly. So you can create different shades of orange and different shades of reds and that type of thing with the way that you would mix them up.
David, custom shops reported to us that they felt that with the new low VOC regulations, it would essentially put them in a box. It would basically restrict their creativity. Yeah. Are you telling me that essentially they're now wide open the way they were before low VOC regulations?
Yeah. You know, that's exactly it. Everybody's kind of afraid with waterbornes. Wow, I'm slower now. I've got all these issues. I can't do things like I'm used to. I don't know if I can be able to get as custom creative as I used to. And we definitely can do that now. Don't be afraid of that. The way that solvent products used to dry, it's a reaction. With the waterborne, you're actually dehydrating it. You're getting the water out of it, pushing the water out. So the thing that has changed is using what we call venturis, little air that blows onto the surface, or using ceiling fans, or there's a different couple ways that you can set up your booth. If you're a smaller shop, you can just simply use these venturis, plug it right into where your spray gun was, and just blow air on that and get the moisture out of that. Once when the moisture's out, you can move on to the next step. So the neat thing with that is kind of where we've been able to go with this is creating multi-layered graphics. Someone's doing a marble effect or stripes or flames or whatever, laying this over using a waterborne. People are a little nervous about that, and so with these products, we've been able to do that. And if I take you over here, I could show you some really cool a tank that we had done explaining exactly what we're talking about with this new waterborne candies.
Let's take a look.
Multi-layered graphics. All right, okay. Check it out. Hey Jim, here's this tank that I was telling you about. This is all done in waterborne products that we have now, new this year. For years, guys have been using solvent products to do their custom work. And these custom guys, they're artists. So the way that they put these custom paint jobs together, I mean, it's really on a knife's edge if it's going to pass or fail. So these guys get used to doing things a certain way. Now the government says, all the ways you've been doing it, forget it, throw it out. Now you got to use water. Oh shoot, how do I get around this? Can I even do this? Are candies dead? Or is anybody going to come out with them? No one has until now. What we have is 7 candy dyes. We've got a silver ground coat, big chunky silver ground coat that works great for candy dye base coat. We've got 7 candy dyes. Those 7 candy dyes can be broke out into multiple colors. But the neat thing with what we have here, it just kind of shows you what you're able to do with waterborne custom. We've got a multi-layered graphic motorcycle tank here. So we've got marble effects. So you're able to create that wood or marble effect look with this waterborne product, as well as we've got flames taped in here, so you're able to tape over it. A lot of guys are concerned about, can you tape on it? Yes, you can. Airbrush. All this here was airbrush, so you can airbrush with the product really, really well. We've got a custom airbrush guy that's tested a lot of this, and he does unbelievable work. And he's used our products. And really, there's slight changes that you have to kind of get used to. But once when you get used to those, you're going to absolutely love this. The neat thing about the candies is the hide on it is fantastic. This was 2 coats on candy. Usually you're in a 3, 4, 5, 6 coat range to be able to get this kind of depth and this kind of brilliance out of this. Now you can reduce that a different way. If you want to have it more faded out, you certainly can do that. But the way that we have it, and the great thing about that is when you're doing a car, an overall car, you may not want to do 5-6 laps around the car to try to get the color. So with this, you're in 2 coats, and with the silver base coat that we have with it, the results that you get out of this new product are absolutely fantastic. So with the mid coat that we have, you're able to suspend all of the flakes that we have. We've tested it, so all the flakes that we have with the low VOC products all work in that. There's certain types of glass and mirrors that just don't work in waterborne, so we've eliminated those products. And also we've got a catalog coming. If you go to planetcolor.com, we've got a catalog that will be available in 2 months. And all through the catalog it shows national rule products and low VOC products. So all the way through, if you're going through it, being in Canada, you can't use national rule products, the higher VOC limits. You can go all the way through and find all of the products that apply that work together as a complete system. Because Planet Color is put together with what we call the 7 steps for killer paint job. There's hundreds of things you need to do in a paint job, hundreds of things you need to do. Well, we broke it down to the 7 products that you need to do. So the folks that are watching these videos, they can get an idea of what's going on, go to our website, check out the 7 steps to kill a paint job so they can realize these are all the products that were able to do this job that you see right here.
David, an experienced custom painter, how long would it take a typically experienced painter to transition from the solvent-based products to this?
It's a great question. I'm not a painter. I've painted before, I've painted a number of cars, but I don't consider myself a painter or a custom painter. I've done a bunch of speed shapes where I've sprayed these. I've sprayed complete hoods on cars for demonstrations. Again, I'm not a painter, but I think this product is really, really easy to transition. The metallic control that you get out of waterborne is fantastic. Don't be concerned with, wow, it's waterborne, it's all weird. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the metallic control. With the waterborne product, it just lays down beautiful. The coverage is fantastic, the coverage is fast. The way the metallics lay out is fantastic, especially on these big chunky silvers. Sometimes guys struggle with that. When you get a nice chunky silver that lays down real nice and you put the candy over the top, it's just going to have much more of a nice uniform look, you know, without the zebra stripes and leopard spots and all that you get typically when you're doing a candy. All the ones that I've sprayed, I didn't have that. If I would have done that in solvent, I probably would have been really struggling. Again, not being a real seasoned painter. So I think the guy's going to get used to little different tweaks that they've got to learn. There's definitely little things you got to learn, but I don't think there's anything to be say, you know what, wow, this totally changes everything. I'm going to really have to go to school to learn how to do this. I don't think they're going to have that kind of problem, but there is some definitely tweaks that they're going to have to do on their own technique of what they're used to doing to now with this.
And they're environmentally friendly.
Environmentally friendly.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.